Hi everyone, Coach Paul here. Okay, we're talking about defending team shape, and as we go from the attacking end of the field into the midfield, we start to organize and concentrate in a way that we can start to control the play and win the ball back. As I mentioned in the earlier video, we want to they're going to push to areas where we have less people. So one of the important aspects here, and I haven't put their team in yet because I think it's a little bit complicated, is to make sure that we know kind of how we're organizing and concentrating the ball. So for balls that are played back to, say, the back line, the 9's job is to harass back there, as we've talked about before, with the support of the 11 and then the 7 to cut down lines there. Meanwhile, what's ending up happening on the midfield area here and the back areas is we are shifting with the ball. So the ball moves over to this area, and everybody is now shifting over to provide support over here, with the 9 kind of being up here to harass. Okay, 8 shifts in to here, 7 shifts into here. So we're concentrating around the ball. So in their particular case, they might have a let's say a 7 here and a 2 who have are trying to get the ball out now. All right, with the 6 in here. So we're putting more players around the ball than they are. And all right, so the 6 might be pressing here. Okay, we don't want to get the 6 too far out of the space though. So it might be that the 10 is here cutting down that line, and the 3 is here, the 5 supporting the 2 of them. So here we have, just in this area, we have 3 players around the ball. It's a 2v3 here. Okay, it's a 3v1 there. Okay, it's a 2v1 here. Okay, the ball comes back out to here to this player, maybe over to here. Now we're shifting back to the other side. So now everybody here is starting to shift over to the center area. Right, and we can continue to keep our shape to some extent. Right, now we're just cutting off a whole other group of players. So now they're shifting over here. They're trying to find the 3, and they're trying to find the 11. Okay, maybe the 6 is trying to shift over here. The ball is moving this way, and again, now we have an opportunity to move players here. Okay, cut the back pass out. Cut this line off. Right, there's a line we're cutting off here to 7. Okay, 3 is dropping off a little bit here. This shifts over. Okay, we've got one person here. We've got one person here. So all of a sudden we've got some problems that we've created for them. All right. So the quicker we can shift into this kind of a role, the 6 is still saying here is support. So again, the 6 has not moved that much. The 10 and the 8 are still basically staying in their area. All right, 7s are dropping back. So we often see this where they're going to pass it out here to the wing, and then the wing's going to try to get it down the line. So what we want to do here is, especially in the midfield, is we want to press really hard in this way. And here, right, with the 4 being ready to support, we want them to come back into this way, because as they come back this way, we can step up. And again, we have a 3v1, we have a 3v1, we have a 3v2, we have a 4v2, we have a 4v3, okay, we have a 5v3. So overloads is what we call that. So in the midfield, it's very important that we don't all pile up on each other. Okay, it seems like this would be a good idea, and maybe even this would be a good idea. All right, but what we've done now is we've created it where the ball ends up getting through to here. Now we've created a 1v1 on the center. All right, and a ball through ball here. Now all of a sudden we've got an opportunity. We've got this happening. So we want to slow down play through the center like that. So the 6 has got to stay in the middle. We've got to watch the support. 3's got to be aware of what's happening behind them. And by the time if the ball makes it to the middle here, everybody, especially at this side, needs to be shifting back. Okay, shifting back to cover. All right. shifting back to cover and dropping back. All right. 9 is up there. Okay. 2 is dropping back. 8's helping to harass the ball. 7's dropping in. Okay. So again, as we move back to the center area, the 10, the 6, and the 8 really have these critical roles of holding space in the middle here. The 7 and the 11 are marking on the wings and coming into support, and the 9 is preventing the back passes and keeping pressure on these players there. All right, so it's important for you to know your role in all of this. Anybody out of position or slow to get back, 7 is slow to get back. We create a situation here that's not good, all right, where they could all of a sudden be 3v1 against us. All right, but they can make a run down here. All right, now they're 1v1 against the back line. So, right, and this happens, right? The 11 doesn't get back, the 9 doesn't get back, the 7 doesn't get back, and all of a sudden we're in trouble. Their 9 is pressing up here, okay, putting pressure on us. Okay, they didn't even put their 8 in the midfield. Here's their 8. All right, and they have a 10 too. So they have a lot of people. All right, so everybody's got to get back. Everybody has to get in and support. Everybody has to pick up a player, okay, and cut off a line. All right, so we can do that with the important ones being these 3, most important ones, right? 3v1 here, okay, 2v1 here, 2v1 here. All right, we're within a few steps away of creating situations where we have more players than them. Okay, so holding in the midfield, super important. Knowing where you should be and how you should recover back is super important. And how to make the defensive structure start to take shape here is important. In the next video after this, in our half, the structure gets even tighter, and the amount of movement that we're moving around is even less. As we get more and more concentrated into our area. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you.